Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we're turning the heat up just a little bit. So we've been playing on Impossible, which is the penultimate difficulty. We're moving it up to Endless. Now I've won a ton on Endless difficulty in just the base game, but I have never won a game on the Endless difficulty with the Endless Legend community patch. I've also not tried that many times, so it's not necessarily the case that this is like totally insurmountable, but it is the case that I have tried it and I've lost 100% of those games. So this is a bit of a personal goal of mine to make sure that this gets done at some point here. So there was some good advice, some interesting suggestions in the comments of the previous episode. A couple of people noted that it would be very appropriate to play with the Vaulters, finish the faction quest, and then actually get the quest victory, both because the quest victory is the one major victory type, the one meaningful victory type that we did not get in the rest of the series, and because of the nature of it, it just like makes a lot of sense to sort of like cap the series by having the Vaulters do that thing, and I think that's a very compelling idea, honestly. But I'm also reasonably sure that there is a step in the faction quest for the Vaulters, and it may not be one that occurs every game, because at some steps in the faction quest, it branches and you get randomly handed one of two different things. But I'm reasonably sure somewhere in one of those things in the Vaulter quest, there is a step that requires you to take a city from a neighbor. So those faction quests can be very difficult to complete. Sometimes they ask you to take a city from like the most powerful player in the game who your economy is dependent on your trade with and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, like, you're definitely adding a little bit of a roulette element to whether that victory type will be available to you on that game type, or by playing one of those factions. And it's not a big deal under normal circumstances, because you can just be like, whatever, I'll just win a science victory or whatever instead. But if we have that specific goal, it's a little tricky. We are totally going to try it, but maybe not first. I think some people suggested, just like the Morgar and the Kopaku are broadly extremely powerful, and just play one of those and just see if you can push to a victory real fast. And that's a good idea too. But I think I'm going to first try the thing that I suggested at the end of the last episode. We're just going to try to go internal Wildwalker Wonder Victory. I think the Wildwalker faction quest doesn't have any requirement to make war. Not 100% certain, but I think that's the case. It's just a very easy faction quest in general. A lot of the early steps are just do the thing you would naturally be doing anyway, and they're very good at building stuff as a faction, right? That's like obviously hugely beneficial. So just as a quick refresher, the sharing, we can see people moving around in regions adjacent to us, which is cool. During the eclipse, the sharing is active on the entirety of the map, and we move very quickly through forests. We get +1 industry on forest terrain during the summer. Forested terrain generally is the best terrain available, kind of all the time. And we start with sewer system and cultivation unlocked. It's just a very, very powerful faction. So let's fiddle with the colors a little bit. I like the darker green. We'll keep the darker green around. Okay, let's do it. I'll see you in there in just a moment. Okay, here we are. Keep in mind, I'm using the same map settings that I've been using the whole series, that I showed at the very beginning of the series. So one effect of that is that there's a tremendous amount of variance in these map setups, right? I intentionally go into the game not knowing very much about the map with a map that can appear in a lot of different ways, because like the exploration and adapting to the conditions of the map is part of the fun for me. But it does also mean that we could end up in a situation that's like very ill-suited to the faction we picked, or there's a lot of factors in here. Basically what I'm trying to do here is prep everybody for the losses. Just like, listen, there's a lot going on, we may not get it the first time, but we're gonna get it. I hope we're gonna get it. So we have a Draken player in Lilac here, Samutanda, somewhere. And a home region that has quite a few pretty strong anomalies. Now, it looks to me like my optimal settle is there, which is a shame, because that is just a little bit too far for us to go in one turn. Let's have our hero break this way. Okay, home region's got glass steel. It's got ocean access. That's proper ocean water over there. 10 spices to start with. I mean, there's a lot to recommend this start. Okay, also an empty ruin right away. Just you gotta let us know, right? And 15 to 35 turns is the reading on winter. So we are gonna have plenty of time to benefit from these spices and from the fact that we started with cultivation. So we can settle right now here and get 4 forest tiles plus 2 anomalies, and then it expands very well. I'm sort of wondering if it's better to just do it here, get the black earth for the huge amount of food, plus this way we have 5 forest tiles. So we have 5 tiles that have a little bit of extra oomph on them. 14, 16, 2, 1... 11, 27, 2. I guess this is a lot of forest. That's probably the right way to go. 11, 27, 2. Yeah, this is probably right. Obviously, like, one thing I am always thinking is, gosh, it sure would be nice to settle as close to the coast as possible, right? But maybe it's not the right move here. I think I like this settle quite a bit, and then the first 2 districts that we build out get us additional anomalies. It probably doesn't need to be both units, though, going that way. So, before we do that, let's go ahead and fire the spices, because they only cost 5 before the city goes up. Will having 5 extra spices matter for us mechanically? Almost certainly not. But only almost certainly. And I think it makes a lot of sense to go after Language Square quickly. So we want to get our seed storage up real fast. And I'm thinking about seed storage before Founders Memorial. We have this sort of like long starting summer period. If I do this, we get the seed storage in 3. We still get our second birth in 2 turns. I think this is what I'm doing. This is maybe not the right play. I'm really not sure. Like, it's a lot of food, right? 10 food plus 15% on a start that already has a fair amount of food versus plus 2, but also plus 2 science, which is like it's not nothing. I'm comfortable with it. I think we're going to stick with it. Explore the map and search for ruins for our first faction quest step. The faction quest for this faction is so much just like play the game. Here's a list of things that it might be a good idea for you to do. Then I guess we'll have you head this way. We'll fan out a little bit more effectively. Well, you know, it may turn out that we just can't find any more ruins, and as such, this will actually be a very difficult faction quest. Yeah, wow. All right, not a single one. Also, we have another player right here, which is concerning. Oh. Well... yeah, that poses some challenges, huh? Did they just move away without attacking me? No, they did not move away. They haven't attacked yet, but they can at any time. Okay, hey, we found some ruins. You must flee. Maximum fleeing speed at the beginning of this next turn if they let us. Because obviously this unit is no match for that battle. Okay. Not sure if I even want to attack, like, because they moved this thing up. God, they have a Necrodrone already? It's turn 4. It's turn 4 is the thing. We found... Okay, the Lix-Zoltan quest. Get it nice and early. It could actually be very helpful. And we're going to get 15 titanium off our first faction step. So, yeah, could be very, very good. We need to be extremely careful and thoughtful about our approach to the rest of this game, because a moment of weakness or slip up in front of a necrophage player that's this close to us probably means we're dead. Right? Almost certainly. Yeah, I am concerned, for sure. Oh, we just jam the sewers out real fast after that. I mean, we could not antagonize them. Like, maybe attacking is wrong because it sets up an adversarial relationship. But the fact is, they're the necrophages, and if they're not attacking us, they're just not playing very smart. They need to eat, and they can't farm, so... Clue's right there in the name, as we all know. Okay, found another player border. Really not doing too well on the ruins, though. You know what? I'm going to have this unit run up and start talking to minor factions over here. Do some of that over here as well. Ah, the Draken. Right, I guess I knew that. We knew the color. There's a Delver's Village in Selamont that has some spices for us. That Delver's Village, in fact. So I'm hoping that they won't... They do have the power to chase our hero down and make our lives miserable. Let's just hope that they don't. Oh, sure. I should probably do some science, I guess. Maybe we can team up with the Draken quickly and fight off the necrophages that way. We found 30 dust. Cool. Bit of dust in the early game is certainly welcome. And yeah, with army boosts, yeah, we like our Tlato Mosipaqua as a commander generally. Oh, there's ruin number 4. Oh, you know what we didn't look at? The legendary deeds. Colonize this region for even more spices. This is not the right screen. Okay, so this is fire 4 luxury boosters for 130 gold. Probably pretty doable. This is destroy 10 armies. Okay, probably almost certainly not happening. So, none of the one thing that is a little bit of a bummer here is that although we have a large number of anomalies and as such good base values, we do not have even a single anomaly in the region that grants approval. So that's a little challenging. Yeah, there's not too much reason to push for the 2-turn sewer system. Because the happiness from the spices isn't going to wear off just yet. So for the moment, this is just pushing us from 65 to 85, which is not a change. And this way, we get a point of population a little bit earlier. We finish the sewer system right as we have the next important thing to build. So that should be fine. All right, let's roll that faction quest along here. And get very paid doing it. So there's my titanium. The beginning of the next turn. Find a new region to colonize. Yup. Good thinking, video game. I should do that. All right, I'll have a quick chat with them and then get back to the business of exploration. So what are we thinking? Obviously, this play puts us in direct border contact with the necrophages, and as such, is dangerous. This whole region is forested, which is potentially compelling. Cellarmont has a pretty dense cluster of anomalies here, and also settling Cellarmont pretty much guarantees us this region. Where are we relative to the edges of the world map? Okay, we're pretty equatorial here. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. I think this region is a compelling place. So at some point here, I mean, are we going to want to, like, post Mill Foundry? Maybe we just build a settler? Maybe. And I like that Cellarmont is not currently adjacent to any other players. What do y'all want? 50 dust is what y'all want. There's reasonable odds that we're going to be able to pacify and then maybe even settle. I'm going to give it to them. Okay, they just want us to bring our hero to one of their other villages. That can absolutely happen. In fact, we may snap the hero down here to this army just because there's a lot of ruins to be searched. This is a weird little region. Yeah, very strange. So we got the 200 dust from Zoltan, which is wonderful. We're totally about to have that, so we'll get that Moonleaf boost, which combined with the sewer system will actually put us at Fervent for a while. Very cool. Got some eyeless ones. Produce 5 of everything in the city for 5 turns. Obviously, that's going to require us to assign some people to influence, which is a thing we absolutely can do. Probably not until after the settler is built, though. So yeah, what's the best way to do this? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what I think is the efficient way to do this. I'm going to spend 2 points of movement with this army. Spend 2 points of movement with this army. Have a chat here. Okay, we don't have any die for you. Actually, we're going to spend 4 points of movement with this army because there is even more stuff available here. Augmented Extractor Quest, very good given what the terrain around us looks like. Then we snap our hero down here. I wanted to do this with at least 1 point of movement remaining so that we could search this, get our Moonleaf, get a quest that we don't want to do, get this updated. This will definitely just happen when it happens, and then we can immediately come up here and grab this. And it turns out the Draken have already forward settled us. Cool. It's not that cool, actually. That sucks. That's real bad. Because that's an indication, like a pretty clear indication of aggression. Intent to aggress. It's not bulletproof, but it tends to be the case. Well, could they change their minds, perhaps? Because that's actually, like, really inconvenient for me. All right, let's go reveal that tile. All right, I think we are going to burn through this into a settler very quickly. That settle's going to go down before turn 20, but I think it maybe has to avoid us getting settled into a corner here. It's not the way I want to be doing things, but it is the way that I think we have to do things. So I wanted to settle this region too because of the spices. Obviously, them taking that from us really hurts. Also really devalues my 50 dust that I spent there. I mean, the other thing we could do, I guess this is probably a good time for Mercenary Market. We got a big dust infusion We could still pull some dust from other quests or from ruins and stuff. Like, we might be able to get a really fast hero. And I think that's... Oh, well, actually, that's true. But I am also worried about the rate of our science, the rate of our turns per tech increase. Maybe we want to grab public library? We're going to settle into... Yeah, when we expand, we're probably going to get like a couple science or 0 science from our first new district. The new city is going to have a big science output, though. Yeah, let's go mercenary market first. A hero early in the capital can make a big difference, as we have seen many, many times. Okay. Do we know? Yeah, that's the city that needs to be, or the village that needs to be spoken to by our hero. That is a real shame. Because honestly, at this point, I would still do it, even though it's just pacifying a thing for them, because obviously there's a lot of value in speaking to villages with our hero and getting XP. Setting the economy and population ministry to level 1 is a huge waste here, and there's a pretty good chance we don't bother doing it. If we're going to have 2 cities, it's going to be really hard for us to have an amount of influence left over that makes that make sense. Into my own territory quickly. That ends and we fire this. I guess I could have... There's no reason not to overlap those. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. What do y'all want? We haven't talked to you yet. Bummer. That's a real shame. Well, if we could find 2 more boosters worth of luxury resources, though, would be neat to use them. All right, we need to see what's up here. We need to see what's further north. Yep, building as fast as we can. We need a second luxury. We have emeralds here, but we need a second luxury to take advantage of the augmented extractors, which I would really like to do. Oh, it's eclipse time, is it? Well... This is the appropriate type of ruin over here. This might be a thing where we bounce our hero from army to army. So that's unspoiled, that's unspoiled, that's unspoiled. We don't really know the locations of that many ruins, it turns out. And very few of them are temples. Okay, 50 dust. That could be sufficient to let me buy a hero. I dig the eclipse changing our movement speed through forests, right as we need to move our new settler through a bunch of forests. That's very cool. And then I guess our hero army can just go this way. Could well be ruins out here in the dark, and indeed. This will aid in your search as well. Okay, that's just a normal ruin. Whatever, we'll search that. Find nothing, because of course. So we need Okay, there's an Ipsawacha who I'd be happy to have in our capital. And 1 or 2 good ruin searches will get us where we're going on that. We are going to need more science. The new city is going to help with that too. All right, so you're moving there. This is not particularly friendly to getting coastal. May well be that there's not really anything on the coast worth worrying about. This looks like the settle to me. This is so much industry. The city's going to be able to catch up on everything right away. So I think that's very compelling. And down here, we can start working on a borough. Of course, as soon as we finish a borough, we're going to drop out of Fervent. We could also just quickly work through some rangers, just get a garrison, which has the twin values of having our city look less vulnerable, so we're less likely to get attacked, and also creating passive XP gain for whoever the first for the Ipsawacha, so that he levels up more quickly, which makes our city even more powerful. I do not hate it. The other thing we could do is husbandry center real fast here, so that during the times when we set our population to food, we're really like gassing that out. But honestly, with Ipsawacha, for efficiency's sake, we're going to want to have our population set to industry a lot in this city anyway. I'm gonna put 4 Dakari Rangers in the queue here. Let's build an army. Let's have a garrison. We need to look at least a little bit powerful. Oh, right, we're going to lose fervency anyway, because this city's going to suffer expansion disapproval when the new city goes down, so never mind. Never mind the thing I was just thinking. We are not holding on to it no matter what. We got 5 titanium and 30 dust. Pretty bad, actually. Pretty not good outcomes there. Let's try again. There we go. 60 dust plus 40 dust. Hell yeah. So go ahead and set it down. 2314. Yeah. Yeah. Versus 16, 14, 10. Sure. This is going to annoy our neighbor a little bit. Produce 25 industry in your new city. It's probably already doing that. Can I just do this? No, the city will starve. Okay. No, it's fine. We'll, I'd be better off pushing for the seed storage. No. We're going to do this because it moves the faction quest forward. And then we'll build the thing off of that. All right. Don't walk in the lava. Okay, so we're on this, like, weird, narrow continent. It extends a considerable distance to the north. Okay. Tribe is being a little bit ornery. And let's get Ipsawacha down here. All right, there we go. A little increased efficiency. Although, yeah, we'll push the birth 1 turn earlier here. So we need to have the Delver faction quest is this, and this is the Dorgeshi. I mean, it would be nice to pacify those Dorgeshi. There are 3 of them, and that is a region we are going to settle. What was the quest that we got from our Ellis ones? Oh, right. Produce 5 of everything. It's a point of population. Right? We should do this. I think we should do this. We are. hemorrhaging money. It's actually very bad. Are we still... Yeah, we are still over 5 everything else. Good, good, good. Alright, let's just continue to creep through the trees. Looking for more stuff to... Ooh. Hell yeah. Got ourselves 60 dust and also 10 dye. Not enough to launch a booster anymore. End of winter could be any moment now. Activate 2 wisdom. Okay. Well, we can see in the darkness a bunch more ruins to search. You know, I would not be opposed to finding some more dye. 70 dust, and we found a quest that technically can award dye. However, I'm pretty sure there's no version of this where we can live. I think we have to retreat here. Well, if the eclipse lasts one more turn, we're gonna get some good searching off at least. So now that that's done, we can pull y'all back to here. Actually, have we built up enough? We built up enough food that I could do this real quick, just for one turn, just to keep our affection quest rolling. Because 15 spices will allow us to run a spice booster, and then if we can get that dye going, I mean, we could accomplish a lot of this stuff. We need a little bit of luck. Oh, hey, that's an ocean road. Never mind. Yeah, let's hope. So I'm gonna have you... I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't have to key in and move for you. You're not in danger. You are in danger. We need to make sure your thing happens fast. Please don't end the eclipse. And we still get a ruin search here? Ah, of course. That tells us that it's about to be winter. Keep running. So we found 30 dust. Now we're in a situation here. A pickle. So we have attained visions of glory. Get lots of influence. All the time. Forever. Search these unspoiled ruins with 4 ranged and 2 minor faction units. So we're probably going to want to assimilate the Delvers. The Delvers will actually be a really good fit for us. And then get to 6 units. We already have the ranged units going, so I'm pretty happy with that. Can't help but notice what looks like a lot of necrophages out creeping in the world. 40 more dust. That's interesting. Okay. A thought. We pretty much have the resources. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm looking for ruins still. Okay. We pretty much have the resources to hire a second hero here. If we wanted to bump people over to... What I'm thinking is if we bump people over to an influence focus to ensure that we actually do make it to 80, such that we can get +3 dust per person working dust and also get the science cost reduction, or the total science output increase, then we probably could put together the money to get and hold on to a second hero like right away. My big concern, yeah, we're like really close, but even if we bought one now, we would go broke immediately after. So obviously it's not like, not a super great idea right at the moment, but it could get to being a good idea. So what if I do this? We'll just stay focused for a moment here. Because, yeah, this will pacify a region that we really want pacified. Oh, I should... Oh, I haven't done the thing yet, sorry. Right, we don't have the 15 spices. 15 emeralds. Wait, where was I thinking we were going to get 15 spices? Am I imagining things? Did I have it in my brain? Yeah, I don't remember where I had that idea from. Thought we... Okay, whatever. Whatever. Let's stay focused on the quest we're actually on. Let's also stay focused on our need to flee quickly. Unfortunately, we have to flee the full movable distance every turn because they can chase us just as fast as we can run. So I had to key in this move before we can even see where we're going. And maybe I should just let that unit die, honestly. Yeah, maybe. Okay. What is next? We have glass steel. Okay, we do have an unrevealed resource somewhere to the west that we will find with time. It's probably a strategic. We don't usually see a lot of luxuries in these regions, and there's another glass steel deposit here. Let's... Well, actually, let's get Empire. Of course I need Empire Mint. What am I talking about? Obviously, we need Empire Mint. Assimilate the Dorgeshi for a bunch of titanium. We'll see. Maybe. Okay, so we're coming up on another ruin. There's even more ruins down there. Red has, in fact, settled Rothald, which is potentially very bad for us in terms of signal of their intent. Yeah, you're just going to get the heck out of there. So I definitely have some concerns already. I think there are things about this that are going well so far and things that are not. Oh, right. Actually move. Don't forget to move the units up north. So 30 dust. Grab big pearls and then get down here and grab this. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to be able to get enough pearls to do some interesting stuff at least. The winter is going to be 5 to 25 turns long, which is that's a spread of time that ought to be illegal. Sewer system's a very good idea. We can pull people back over here now. Yeah, how many more turns do we have to stay on? Where was that quest? Here, okay. 2 more turns we have to be committed to this. We get some quicksilver, but not enough to fire a booster, which is a bummer. And I mean, do I want to... No, I actually can't. I was going to say, do I want to risk it and just hope that we will find enough dust next turn to stay solvent even with a second hero? But I literally can't. So never mind. Okay. Fantastic time to find a bunch of empty ruins. That'll be the necrophages having defeated 10 armies, I'm assuming. no, somebody else. Yeah, I guess they could have caught up, couldn't they? Well, there's not too much I could have done about it because of the magic of winter movement, so I guess this army's just dead. Here we can try. There's a lot of trees here. I might be able to kite a little bit because they only have 2 movement each, actually. Yeah, we might be able to make something happen here. I have to be, like, pretty careful, though. No, right? Like they're gonna move to here and here. I'm gonna run this way. They're gonna move here and here. I'm gonna run this way, and then they're gonna. Yeah, I'm dead. There's no version of this where I live, I think, because if we try to stay over here where there's more room to run, they have the same movement speed as we do. Whatever. Yep. So actually, I get hit here. It doesn't matter. There was no surviving it. Well, that'll help with the dust output at least. That's something. The green player. It was the green player who done it. We don't know anything about them. Now let's go ahead and grab that. We are 2 technologies away from the next thing. Gosh, I wish I had more boosters. Do we see... Nope, no indication of any ruins around here. Ah, well. I definitely want to make it to 10 pearls, because, like, the altar is very good for us. A district that does not negatively affect approval levels is very, very powerful in the situation we are in. We could do... I would do just about anything for an extra district. Okay. Build over a total of 7 anomalies, sure. Don't stop adjacent... You did stop adjacent to the pearl. Oh, right. I forgot. We're totally not getting progress on this quest right now because we don't have 5 food output in this city. I was like, why didn't that fire? But yeah, that'll do it. So we need to be like this for 2 turns. All right, we are going to do this thing. And this is going to make it at all possible for us to maintain a second hero. Certainly inconvenient. I mean, I probably can't actually take them, right? But we need pearls. I have 8. That is 3. I mean, I should probably just run. I should probably just run for somewhere else. Managed to hit the south edge of the map here. Yeah, let's just get out of this region. I don't see anything good coming to this. We will find 2 pearls elsewhere. In a place where I don't have to try to fight a cavalry unit to get them. Okay. We'll do that. Ipsawatch is leveling up, which is wonderful news, although that first level up, I guess, doesn't do anything at all. But soon. Soon it gets good. Yep, I sure did do that. It's pacified the minor faction in a region that none of us are in. Fantastic news. Okay, yes, this is firing now. Don't know exactly what I'm looking for here, but okay, nothing was not it. So, okay, somebody has beaten us to the Museum of Auriga. I'll have a look at who in a moment here. All right, not doing that. And no more pearls anywhere around here. Oh, no, never mind. There was some very stealthy ones over there, and it's just enough to build the thing we want. right, I'm hoping, I'm laying claim to hope about winter ending soon. But let's talk about generating a large amount of dust so that we can hero. We're about to finish an Empire Mint. We just finished an Empire Mint there. It takes 300. Okay. Obviously, once winter ends, we're going to be in a much better spot, dust-wise. So is it open pit mine and come back for topography? Or is it topography and come back for open pit mine? It's probably this, because Geomic Labs is actually spectacular in our second city. And is this the... Okay, this is the more traditional type of forest. Because, you know, there's that enchanted forest type where all of the tiles have a point of science. I have no idea where we want to settle around here. It's going to be a real pain in the ass to settle anywhere other than, like, right there. This makes it nice and easy to run, like, supply lines and stuff. If we were to settle further north, I mean, there's certainly some compelling, like, that's pretty good. And this is a place where Geomic Labs is actually really strong. That probably is the right settle, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Shoot. That's not ideal. We also need to start thinking about that. Like, that settler does need to happen. Alright. Stay focused. So we get into the next era. We research the 6 units per army technology quickly. And we use that to keep pushing along the faction quest. Okay, that's not going to happen. You're not going to attack me across the line, right? Honestly, we might even win that battle, because Harmonite have a natural movement range of 1 in combat. So they have slow. So maybe I do want to just attack them. This could be a source of easy XP. I think actually that's the right thing to do. Game doesn't give us much hope here, but yeah, 1 speed in combat. So we can in fact stay away from them forever. Just move back 1 space. Yeah, I think I'm going to split up here. Actually, we should attack from forest tiles when possible, because our units do all have forest rage. And the 50% bonus for attacking from a forest is better than the high ground. I believe high ground's like 35%. So, just trying to make sure we actually get past the defense and do normal damage there. Alright, yeah, 20 extra XP on the hero. Pretty high value. Which means we could do the same thing to the village if we want. And we probably should. In fact, we definitely should. Okay. A minor faction army did spawn from here before we could tamp it down. That's fine. That's a thing we can deal with. I am watching the clock a little nervously here. We may have to bail out of here a little bit short, because I do have a therapy appointment and I have a thing or two that I have to get done before therapy starts. Oh, short winter. Thank the crow. Okay, so we are in fact going to attack here. Cool. Good time for that. All right, so this is the part where we have to like hold the ruin for a long time. I'm not going to worry about that for right now. But Zoltan has given us some good value. Okay, we probably, although it is not my favorite thing in the universe to do, we probably have to launch our army at this point and go over there and blow up that Delver army before it like sieges our city. Ciala Tocho is industry boost 2. I mean, it's not a bad fit. Makani Che is not an awesome governor necessarily. Weybridge is dust boost 3, which is cool. But I think we're probably taking Ciala Tocho. Yeah. Industry boost 2 is totally good and fine. And I believe, yeah, we just kind of need to get over here as fast as possible. Hold on, we need to make sure. Is this? Those are eyeless ones. Okay, those need to get pasted too. We are probably going to teleport our hero back home, I think, so that we are getting all this combat XP on the hero as well. Let's go ahead and run this turn out, and this is going to play out very similarly to the last time. They are starting a little closer on us this time, which is like a little concerning. Maybe I should. Am I gonna start you all the way over here? Yeah, this should be fine. Because I'm actually going to have him run. We can do a little bit of push and pull here. Actually, run all the way to there. Okay, good stuff. I forgot our hero had 3 move. 3 move in combat is awfully nice. Lets you get away with a lot of nonsense. Alright, is there anything else over here that is worth doing? You know, it won't be free like the battles against the Harmonites were free, but Driders are not very good at combat. Yep, so we're going to see a lot of villages dying. We might just take the points on violence over here as well. No, I wanna get to this. Let's go ahead and reapply Plato and get to the running and the making of the violence. So we still don't have anything that we can actually run a booster from. We could build that emerald extractor, but it's really like pretty far from ideal. Oh, did I? That was foolishness. I could have just done this before moving the hero over. That's just like free money, free XP. That seems fairly likely to happen and give us 10 Quicksilver, which we can use to fire a Quicksilver booster, so that's cool. But yeah, I just like threw away XP on our hero there. Okay, so here comes this thing. We don't necessarily need to go to meritocratic promotion immediately because we don't benefit from it until we actually have the Delvers. So I kind of like going fast alchemy workshop. We have the titanium to support it. We can just auto-resolve this. 3 XP for everyone. Hooray. don't know where the spider army went, but we're going to just run in here really fast. Aha! And in here we shall find a bunch of dye. Well, okay, I'm not mad about 50 dust. I am thinking I may sacrifice this Dakari Ranger's life in the name of 5 pearls, or 6 pearls. No, I mean, we should... That's another road. We should grab that. And I guess I don't have to go early. I just can't stay over. We'll run a couple more turns here. Another turn or two, at least. So what do I want to be doing here? I want to be building the altar, probably. Let's grab 10-4-2-1 versus 6-5-4. I mean, that's not a real question. Let's grab this territory. And we probably can take some people off of dust now. Get ourselves a turn off of that construction. All right, let's make sure we get this. For the moment, I feel like things are going pretty well. But obviously, we have a lot to fear from these necrophages. It's a quest. And it's not the kind of quest I want to do right now. I should at least look. Sorry. Where are the ruins? Way over there. And the other one... Okay. So we're not really doing that, it seems like. This looks survivable now. Now I can move on to this. They can run over and attack us, we can retreat, and then I can successfully escape. So that's pretty cool. You are gonna, I don't know, head over here somewhere. Oh, should I build something in my city? I don't know, probably. Poor Selamont, really languishing without the help of those delvers. Is it seriously eclipse time already? Huh. Quick winters. So that's a temple ruin. Yeah, they're going to do the thing. We're going to retreat. And then unfortunately, we don't actually get a choice. We pretty much have to make this move to survive. Over here, we get to just draw some blood. This should be a pretty easy victory, I would think. Oh, we even get the city. I was not expecting that. Now, worth noting, these enemies do move fast enough to deal damage to us potentially, so we have to play a little smart. We have big speed advantage, but it's actually kind of awkward. With them moving first, with them moving the same speed as our range. Oh, that's right. Dakari Rangers have 4 range because this faction is bananas. I totally forgot about it. The hero doesn't. Yeah, no, I looked at the hero's range to double check, and then I was like, okay, that's all we get. But I forgot that the Dakari Rangers themselves have 4. That should not be the way this works. This faction is too powerful. I guess I want you over here. I wanna make sure everybody's fighting at... Yeah, okay. So all of the ranged units, focus up. You can run to here, and I'm actually going to let the hero get punched. No, I'm not. Never mind. Doesn't even need to be that way. Turns out. Oh, also because we just have enough arrows. Okay, well, I reckon this is over. What if you never had to let the enemy units do anything? Ever? Okay, somewhat sadly, this is a titanium deposit, or a glass steel deposit rather than a titanium deposit. Also, sadly, somebody burned down one of my Delver villages. That's inconvenient as heck. So that's just an unspoiled. Yeah, this is the only temple ruin that we're actually anywhere near. Inconvenient. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I think this is where I'm going to call it for today. It's a promising start. It is a promising start. The thing that could go really wrong here, and that we have not really got a way to stop at the moment, is the necrophages could decide to eat us. And if they attack us right now, there's literally nothing we could do about it, I suspect. Like, they start with a huge resource bonus. Like we saw, they already had necrophages on turn, or necrodrones on turn 4 and stuff. Like, if they want me down, I'm just dead. So, as long as they don't decide to do that, though, as long as they don't decide to jump us, as long as it looks more costly than naturally expanding, we can hope that they get border contact with the Draken. And if that happens, then who knows? You know, we may be able to set up a team here and attack the necrophages in force with dragons at our back. And then, yeah, there's hope. I think with this start, there is hope, as long as we don't get eaten by terrifying space bugs. Come back next time tomorrow to see how long it takes us to get eaten by terrifying space bugs. And we'll see you then.